Canadians still boycotting trips south. Cross-border travel by air and car was down for May. But is that good news for Canadian tourist destinations? Let's go to Joe Amati, Destination Canada. He joins us now to talk some more about this. Joe, thanks for your time today.
Thanks so much for having me.
So Statcan says fewer Canadians are flying and driving to the U.S. This has been a trend for several months. When did you first notice an uptick in Canadian travel, or did you notice an uptick in Canadian travel?
Yeah, it's a great question. Let me just start by saying that tourism is big business for Canada. It's about $130 billion a year. So it's definitely something that we are keeping a really close eye on. And what I would say is we saw the Statcan data just dropping today as well. And we have seen that drop in cross-border traffic. So Canadians are going south a bit less often, 38% fewer car trips, 24% fewer flights from Canadians going south. What we are seeing from Americans is a similar decline. So we're seeing 8% fewer car trips by Americans and only 0.3% fewer flights from Americans coming up to Canada. That's the overall Statcan numbers. That looks at all arrivals. So anyone coming, whether they're coming to visit a friend or relative or go to school. At Destination Canada, we're really focusing on tourism and tourism from specific markets as Canada's tourism arm and tourism promoter.
So are local destinations benefiting from the fact that Canadians are traveling more in their own country?
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the roles that we have is to really cut through the noise and understand the bigger picture. And as such, we'll look at data like sentiments. Do people actually want to travel in Canada? Are people actually buying tickets to travel in Canada? And what are they spending in Canada? And what we're seeing from domestic, so Canadian travelers, is a 49% increase in desire to travel within Canada. And even more than that is they're actually putting their money where their mouth is when they're traveling in Canada, they're spending about 9% more than they did last year. So we really are seeing that interest in Canadians to travel locally.
And we're not even into the key summer months just yet. What are some of the Canadian destinations benefiting from this trend?
I would say that it really is all across Canada as we look at our inbound markets. So what I would say is beyond that trend is we're also looking at what is that future potential for Canada? And what we're seeing is Canada's having this moment, which really all Canadian destinations can benefit from. We are seeing with those measures we're looking at that Americans want to travel to Canada more than they have in past, that travel sentiment, same from our target overseas markets. And more than that is we're actually seeing a 4% increase in forward bookings. So that's a stat that looks at, are people actually buying airline tickets? Are they putting their money where their mouth is? And we're seeing that 4% more travelers from either the U.S. or our target markets are saying, yes, I want to come to Canada. They're booking that trip and they're taking that time to explore all the authentic beauty that Canada has to offer.
So let me ask you, because you mentioned, and we know from Statcan that American trips north have dropped off. I don't think it's as much as Canadian trips south have dropped off. I think it's like 8% for Americans coming here. Have the Destination Canada notice they have fewer Americans just by sort of talking to people? I'm just wondering how hard that has hit.
So glad you asked that, and very timely that you asked that. Just 2 weeks ago, we hosted at Destination Canada an event called Rendezvous Canada. And this is our largest trade event. It's kind of it's the Grey Cup of the trade events. It's where we get over 1,200 folks in travel and tourism, including 500 businesses all together for a big trade show. It's wherever the business of tourism is done. And the sentiment that we heard there was incredibly positive from a lot of the business operators we heard there. If I can share a story, one specific operator, he runs a company called Bay of Fundy Adventures. They run, among other things, kayak tours out on the East Coast. And he was saying he's seen a 94% increase in bookings for this year. And he's having a banner year, his words, not ours. And beyond that, it's not just domestic travelers visiting. He said he's seen a 20% increase in travelers from the U.S. booking for his beautiful, authentic kayaking adventures on the East Coast. And that's one story, but we heard a lot of those same stories across that trade floor 2 weeks ago. And combining that with the really positive forward bookings and sentiment we're seeing really says that, Canada really is this darling in the tourism world right now, and is really having this moment that I think we can all be proud of, and all for businesses look to take advantage of.